Falling in love with potential is like buying a house based off the blueprint and never even checking to see if they're building a house. Do you get me? Do you get my drift? Never fall in love with potential. Coming from somebody who has fell in love with potential too many times, okay? I just feel like we've all been there, done it. And I just want to speak on it because I'm an expert at this point. Like, but I've learned from my mistakes, so I feel like I can give a little bit of advice on why not to do this. Okay? Every time I have fell in love with the potential of somebody, I've disappointed myself. Disappointed myself. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, why aren't you the image that I made in my mind? And the truth is, nobody's gonna be the image that you made in your mind. You cannot fall in love with what somebody or what something could be, because it'll never get you nowhere. It'll never get you nowhere. Just because you see it for them does not mean they see it for themselves. At all. At all. 9 times out of 10, they don't. And as women, we sometimes make up a fantasy in our head of what everything could be like, and we get disappointed when it's not like that. And then we start kind of picking at our partner like, why aren't you this? Why aren't you that? He was never that. He was never that. But you ignored all of the signs, and you didn't take things for what they really was. You didn't look at the person who was sitting directly in front of you. You didn't look at their actions. You looked at what you thought it could be. And that's how we get in messed up predicaments, because we fantasize too much. We have to get out of the fantasy and step into real life. Step into being present more and actually learning the person that you're dealing with before you say, oh, I love you, or I'm in love. Like, don't do that to yourself. Okay, don't do that to yourself, because just because you feel a type of way about them does not mean they feel the same way about you at all. At all. Healing and building. Like, you cannot build somebody up into what you want them to be. You can't do that. You're not Bob the Builder. You're not Bob the Builder. Stop picking people because you think you can fix them. You can't fix them. Only they can fix them. You should want someone to come to you whole. Okay? A good relationship is made from 2 whole people. 2 whole people. Not a whole person and a half a broken person. Like, you can't do that. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many times you try, you cannot fix anybody. That's not your job. That's not what you was put here on this earth to do. You came here on this earth to work on yourself, to work on bettering yourself, to figure out your life, not to figure out your life and your partner life. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And I'm telling you because your friends ain't gonna tell you. Your friends ain't gonna tell you because they don't know no better. Also, trying to fix somebody else, you delaying your own growth. You're delaying your own growth. Every time I've gotten into a relationship where I feel like, oh my God, I think this gonna work. I think I can help this person. I think we can. No, we can't. We really can't. All I did was set myself back 1,000 steps. I set myself back 1,000 steps because I just was so determined to make things work. I was so determined to live in my fairy tale life, and it just crumbled. It crumbled. You don't want things to crumble. You want to get ahead of it before it even get bad. So look for the signs in the beginning. Anything that make you feel a little bit of off. I don't care if it's something they said, something they did, the way they walk, the way they talk. Look for them signs, because those things are not going to change down the line. Yes, you might sweep it under the rug. It's going to push right back from under that rug. It's going to come right back to you. And believe people when they tell you who they are the first time. When they show you who they are the first time. I've been in so many messed up predicaments just because I didn't listen to the words that was coming out of their mouth. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I wasn't understanding. Whole time they was telling me exactly who they was. And I just chose to ignore it. I just chose to be like, oh, it's nothing. It was something. Don't be like me. Please don't be like me. Listen to people when they tell you who they are. Okay? Listen. All you gotta do is listen. And the fool gonna talk his talk. He gonna talk his talk and walk his walk. And I feel like we get so caught up in the gifts and the nice gestures and cool, nice little actions. Besides that, how does this person treat you? How does this person, how can I put this? How do they treat other people? That too. How do they treat others? I feel like it's so important to watch whoever I'm dating. I want to watch them interact with other people. I want to watch them interact with their mama, their siblings, their granny, waitresses. That's a big one, because if you are rude to the waiter, you have no decorum. You have no class. And I can't trust you, because why are you treating this person like they less than you just because they serving you? It don't make them a servant. It don't make them your slave. And it don't make you better than them just because what they doing for life and what you doing for life. I have dealt with a couple of men who were rude to servers, and I ignored it. And it turned around. He was rude to me. They was rude to me. You have to watch how people interact with others. They will do you the same way, believe it or not. They will do you the same way. I promise you they will. Don't overlook that. And also, patterns do not lie. Patterns do not lie. If you steadily noticing a pattern, they doing the same thing over and over, and they're not gonna change. That's who they are. They are showing you who they are. And once they see that you continuously ignore who they are, they got you right where they need you. They got you right exactly where they need you. I promise they do. Because they're gonna think, oh, you cool with my patterns, I can apologize and it's gonna be okay. No. Another thing, stop taking apologies from people who you know ain't sorry. They ain't sorry because you've seen them do it before. You've seen their actions aligned with what they did to you. Stop accepting I'm sorry. Means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. If the actions do not change, a sorry don't mean nothing. Like, yes, good people do bad things, but not at the cost of others. Not at the cost of others. And if this person is constantly showing you signs of betrayal, lies, deceit, that's what type of person they are at the core. You can't change that. You cannot change that. You can't fix that. You can't do nothing about that. You just have to let them go. The easiest thing to do in life, in anything, is to remove yourself from the equation. Remove yourself out the situation. Because how the hell you gonna let somebody come and ruin your life? It's your life. You chose that. You chose that. At the end of the day, I can stand 10 toes down and understand that everything that I've went through in a relationship, I chose that shit. I chose that shit because I wanted to see the good in people. Oh my God, such a good person. I know you good under all that nasty shit. No, they not. They not. And they ain't gonna change. And that's just that. Like, that's just that. I got some notes. Let me see. I ain't even need the notes, because child, I done been there, done that. Like, I have a reminder. Fall in love with who they are today, not who you hope they'll be tomorrow. Potential does not pay the rent. Potential does not pay the rent. Potential does not pay the rent. Just because you hope somebody will be so great tomorrow, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And I've also had exes like reach out, time pass, years pass, but whatever. They come back around. And now I'm to the point in my life where I pay attention. And if I don't see any improvement in your life, if nothing has changed in your life, why would I put myself back in that same predicament? Why? Why? The hell? Another note. Coming from somebody who has dated a lot of men with money, just because he got money don't mean he's a good person. It don't. I promise you it don't. Money does not make a person. That character does. I don't give a damn what somebody got in their pockets today. As the person I am today, well, I mean, you gotta have some money, but that does not make me want you more. It does not make me want you more because you got a lot of money. I don't care about that. I really don't care about that, because a lot of the men who I've dated with a lot of money are the most shittiest people in the world. Horrible character. And I just ignored it because I was getting gifts and I was getting dates and I was getting flown out and I was getting all these nice things, and it blinded me because I was just so happy to be there. I'm happy to be a vibe. Yeah. No, even though it was fun times, I could have saved myself a lot of hurt, a lot of trouble, a lot of pain, and a lot of bullshit. But I'm so glad that I did go through all of that shit so I can teach others how to maneuver in these situations. I feel like that's my purpose of all these videos I'm making on this channel, just to teach others how to maneuver through different situations, because I've been through a lot in my life. I really have. And I'm so young, but I've lived a lot of lives. And the person I am today is a teacher. Yes. So I don't know, I hope this helps somebody. I feel like I went on a little rant, but sometimes that's needed. Sometimes you need somebody to rant to you. Don't fall in love with potential. Do not fall in love with potential. Take people for what they is. Believe them when they tell you who the hell they is. Please save yourself. At the end of the day, you who matter. You are the center of your universe. And if you want a motherfucker in your life stressing you out, hey, by all means, go ahead. I won't, but you go ahead though. Bye.